So good afternoon. The subject of my talk is gamification applied to Spanish courseware for beginner courses. So the objective of the project has been building courseware for introductory Spanish courses in order to revamp Spanish materials and complementing learning tools for Spanish beginner Hong Kong University students during the pandemic. The current version of our Barbour LMS didn't allow the incorporation of attractive learning, interactive multimedia tasks and items found in language learning apps and online language learning platforms. For instance, flashcards with audio, rearranging jumbled sentences, and game-based learning mechanics. The present project endeavors to integrate more gamified components for assisting learners in acquiring and consolidating target language knowledge, reviewing the contents by progressing through different levels. So these micromodules, enlarging the variety of language didactic tasks, might improve the language teaching and learning and amplify target language exposure. In particular, for improving learning target language vocabulary, listening, reading, writing, and pronunciation skills. So I will refer to the background of gamification. Gamification in education is defined using game-based mechanics, aesthetics, and game thinking to engage people, motivate action, promote learning, and solve problems. Latest studies claim that this innovative instructional approach seems to enhance foreign language learning, especially language learning strategies and motivation. In this talk, gamification refers to digital tasks designed to boost learner engagement in digital platforms. Gamified before LMS gamification, online Blackboard quizzes were supplementing classroom teaching in the university Spanish courses, and we received positive students' feedbacks regarding these resources. Nevertheless, it was noticed that most students did the online quizzes just before the exam. So here you can see the kind of quizzes we offer before. So therefore, we think that gamified components might make learning more progressive, sequential for tech-savvy learners, and gamified for language tools might assist learners in acquiring and consolidating knowledge and reviewing contents. As we know, apps are becoming part of our students' daily life, and some tools like Duolingo and Memrise are revolutionizing language learning. More students have overtly stated exploring them and supplementary learning tools. However, there was a generalized complaint that was that the contents did not accurately match the topics covered in our Spanish courses. Therefore, we decided to develop our own learning tools that may be better for adjusting to our students' digital literacies and their specific students' needs vis-a-vis our Spanish program. So I will refer to some details of the gamified Spanish courseware. So actually, this project, we have been very lucky that it has been funded by the university grant and adapted to the enforcing pandemic online teaching challenge, as you know. It may improve the language teaching and learning by enlarging the supplementary multimedia tools in the Spanish minor courses. The initial project phase has covered the core contents of the initial Spanish course level, and the current university LMS had technological limitations compared to other available modernized foreign language teaching and learning tools with HTML5 features. So we found some limitation in our LMS university version. There were not HTML5 multimedia components like H5P available that could allow teachers to create and integrate rich media learning tasks. The problem is that we have not H5P license in our current LMS contract, so we had to wait for a few years. And also the LMS that we had was becoming obsolescent for younger digital native generation by lacking learning interactive multimedia tasks and attractive items found in language learning apps and online foreign language platforms. So for instance, game-based learning mechanics, flashcards with audio, animations. So the micro modules have been incorporating learning app features such as images, sounds, and video, providing more comprehensive and motivating learning experience to digital learners. So here you see an example. So these kind of activities were not included until recently.
Es una persona con dinero.
So they can have also captions. Okay, so I will go quickly to the project stages and progress. So these were the original stages of the project. The first one was surveying and identifying the students' needs and the overall design of the courseware preferences, working with the university IT service. The second stage was building the student material database for initial course levels as the first trial phase. The third one was IT e-learning team at my university that was developing the courseware. And the fourth was piloting the courseware with the students and Spanish teachers. We have done it this academic year. And the fifth stage was redeveloping the courseware after usability testing. We are more or less in this stage, but during the next academic year, we will do again the stage number 5. So our ultimate objectives are building a more appealing tool for students of Spanish that could reward language learning progress and course participation. We would like to track the use of some tools and learner performance in our Blackboard. Also promoting learning engagement, autonomy, language knowledge, and mnemonic, including multimedia game activities and components such as badges, progression, charts, rewards for practicing the Spanish reading, listening, writing, and pronunciation skills. So I will refer to the 5 steps of the gamification progress. So the first one is understanding the target audience and the context. The second, defining learning objectives. The third, structuring the experience. The fourth, identifying resources. And the fifth, applying gamification elements. So in these projects, because there are 2 actually, we adopted an agile design process suggested by the IT university service instead of the traditional design process. So we follow the pattern, define, build, release, review process inspired in the IT projects. So we were building the modules, and at the same time, the students were testing them. So before carrying out this project, we had a pre-survey for students for knowing what they wanted. And most of them, they requested more listening for improving their listening comprehension skills. So this gamified generated task aimed to be upgraded complementary learning tools for Spanish beginner students in order to amplify the target language exposure. And we would like that the gamified components will assist learners in acquiring and consolidating darker language knowledge and reviewing the course contents by progressing through different levels, practicing the Spanish 5 skills with more multimedia activities and some fun. So here are the expected key objectives. The first one, we would like that self-access Spanish language learning will be enhanced. We would like to adjust students' digital literacies and their specific learners' needs vis-a-vis our Spanish program. And we aim to have a more developed platform, including multimedia activities and progression charts for practicing Spanish. Different factors associated with COVID-19 affected the original stages of the project, being timely readjusted to the unexpected circumstances. But we found one unforeseen hindrance regarding the IT university service, initially with the initially available technological resources. So this slowed down the creation of our own rich media tasks and interactivity in the intended project deliverables. So here are the basic requirements of the original project for integrating.
Just to let you know, you have 1 minute remaining.
Okay,
just
sorry.
1 minute.
So these were the parts. So the most important that they will be adjusted to Android and Apple. Okay, so you can see here. So during the first stages, we have problems to work with the IT engineer because they were not language educators. So this was the problem. And we had to find a common ground. So something that you should be aware if you want to embed gamified tasks is that not all the current LMS versions allow embedding of gamified micromodules. Also, we found that embedding third-party contents such as Quizlet or HFP are not visible to learners and teachers. We wanted to have dashboards for monitoring the overall student use and progress in completing the assignments. And the temporary solution was creating single topic micromodules. So this was the temporary. Okay, so here you have different gamified third apps and providers that we used for creating ours. And this is the current stage. So the IT service of the university has been coding some gamified online contents, adjusting to the teacher's request. The most complex courseware coding designs involving annotated video, task, audiovisual, speech integration, and animation have been produced by the supervisor of the project team and the IT university service. Okay, so you can see what we did, more or less. And the conclusion, despite COVID-19 situation looks like a setback It has offered at the same time an opportunity to upgrade the digital course contents given during these exceptional online semesters, and students are as well using more online resources. Overall, this project aims at adjusting to students' literal digital literacies and specific learning needs. And the ultimate objective is building more appealing tools to our current students, rewarding language learning progress for promoting learner engagement, autonomy, language knowledge, and mnemonics. And that's all.
Excellent.